streaming live.
Oh, we are streaming live. Hey, everybody.
So we just want to say it again since we're streaming live. Happy birthday.
No, you're not.
Oh.
Why? Oh, Lord. Anyway, we're going to
toast.
toast. I think this is our 10th show, but we're not exactly sure. We're going to have to look
What
that
y'all
up.
want me to put down? 10th show or no?
10th show. Put it down.
10th show? Why not?
Oh,
Here we go.
Taste it.
Isn't that good? That tastes like real eggnog, don't it?
A little bit of cinnamon mixed up in there.
Cinnamon is not in eggnog. It's nutmeg. But anyway.
I put cinnamon in mine.
You're not supposed to. It's nutmeg.
Girl, I put it to make it all cloudy up in there.
Nutmeg. Okay. Anyway. This is the person that drinks. Talking to the bartender. Okay. Anywho. So, we are going to talk about Ready to Love. We missed talking to you all about it last week. So we're going to talk about the last 2 weeks show. So the week before last, the men had to meet was it the men?
But let's just share this.
No, it's the women that had to meet the exes.
But let's share that this comes on Saturdays in case some people want to tune in.
Oh yeah, you can tune in and you can catch up and be caught up with us, and then you will know the outcome next week when we.
Is that the final show?
I don't know. I hope not. But anyway.
Get on into it, girl.
So, just so you know.
The Facebook Live?
You're live.
Okay, we're live. Anyway, so the show started off with 10 guys, 10 girls. Just to give you a quick recap. And now we're down to, 5 ladies? On this week's show was 5 ladies left. Mm-hmm. And 5 guys, wasn't it? Oh, is it? I forget because that was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But anyway, so the guys had to meet. The women had to meet the guys' exes,
and the guys had to pick which women out of the group they wanted to meet their exes
because they feel they might have a special connection with one of the girls, and they wanted them to meet their ex. So the first one was Tandy and Mario. Tandy and Mario. Wait, no, that's not right. Oh, Tandy did meet Mario's ex. Yeah. And they got along very well.
Because remember the ex told her how they went somewhere and Mario didn't like the color nail polish that she had on. And he called all around when they were on a trip for her to change it.
Because he's controlling.
And yes, that was a side eye. And I think that made Tandy really start looking at him differently. Because not only did she experience it first when they were at the pool party and she had said some things and he didn't like it, but she was just playing and she was being playful towards him. Yeah. But now she saw it come out with his previous relationship. So he's just controlling. You would have to either live with that or...
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't think that I would want to date somebody that's going to tell me that I can't have a specific color nail polish because I might put black on this light skin. I might put on orange or green or anything. Any color in the rainbow. You can't tell me to change my nail polish.
You should be able to tell anybody. Like today... I'm sparkly, honey. So, I think that the ex-girlfriend had on blue nail polish.
She said blue.
And he said he wants his women to look a certain way. That's a sign.
Yeah, don't get wrong. Because Tandy is very out there. She is very expressive of herself. And like I said, she's a Leo lady. And us Leo ladies like to be ourselves. Alright, so moving on. Because we're going to go through this really quick. It's going to be Darren and Ashima. Darren has dogs. Ashima is afraid of dogs.
Not just dogs. He has big
Labrador shoes. They're labs. No, they're big and they were a little bit scary. I wouldn't walk in the house either, Ashima. No, not at all. No.
I know some of you think of the cute little, brown, pretty hair. Like some of my child.
And he wanted dogs to sleep in the bed with him.
These were aggressive labs and lab mixes, so they're mixed with something else. So when she came in the house, the dogs were like all around her. She being as though he knew how she felt about dogs. I don't understand why he had them and just out. So
and he said, I don't want to put them up because they're going to be barking. That's not a good look.
It was insensitive.
But she said that she's dated men with dogs before, and they were kind enough to put the dogs up for her. And I don't see anything wrong with that. So in the end with them, because they did end up meeting at the end, and he finally understood where she was coming from. don't think it's gonna work.
I don't either.
Because he said, you can go to my house, or you can come to my house. I can come to your house.
I don't think he was understanding it, though, like you said.
No, he didn't understand because he loves his dogs. You need to find somebody that likes dogs like you like dogs, Darren. Okay, Alexis and Carrie. This was your favorite. I'm gonna let you handle that one.
So Alexis met Carrie's ex-girlfriend. Carrie's ex-girlfriend surprisingly very attractive. She's cute. She's a cutie.
She looks more like she should be a Rita type of like.
I think so too. Yeah, I think that is his type.
I think so.
Very like polished and makeup is flawless.
Exactly.
So at the end of the date, when she met the ex-girlfriend, and also Carrie, ex-girlfriend said, "Oh, I gotta see this connection. I want y'all to kiss." This was very awkward and very uncomfortable.
Would you kiss somebody on command?
No, and that's what happened.
Why she want to see him kiss though? I couldn't understand that.
Well, Alexis did say played cheek, and Carrie went in for the kill, honey.
He went in for the boost
and
then he went right with the boost.
And when I tell you this is one of the most awkward things that I've ever seen in my life, and I was sitting on the other end of the TV and I said, "Oh my God, that's so gross."
So also the other thing about that was she said that there was no connection with him once she kissed him. But before that happened, she also found that he doesn't really want kids. He's 51 years old. She's 37, 38 years old. Exactly. So
if you remember back couple episodes, our friends told the guy friend.
Yes, he's too old. Okay, so of course Carrie is in a different chapter of his life than her because he has grown children and possibly eventually soon is going to have some grandchildren that might be the same age as his children. Who wants that? All right, so then surprisingly, Darren and Tiny went out on a date together. Wow.
Yeah, because we had never. When you look at Darren, it seemed like him and Shima had a connection. But he revealed on this episode that yes, he has feelings for Tiny.
Yeah, he liked her. He felt a special connection, and I guess he did because Shima don't like dogs.
But you know something, I like for them to go out and explore because Shima didn't like dogs, and also Tiny found out that Mario was a little bit more controlling. I think she thought that after the conversation that it wasn't as bad as it was. No, that's just his personality.
But they should have been doing that again. Like him and Tommy should have went out a while ago. Mario probably should have went out with Sheila. They probably would have found. That's what the show was about. You're not supposed to get there on the first day and connect with somebody and just give that person only a chance.
Like y'all all in a relationship. That's why I said I think that everybody should have sat down. Everybody had that conversation or without.
Exactly. So Alexis is, I guess, top choice for a lot of guys.
So she had two.
She went out with one.
Yeah. And she met his ex-girlfriend, Honey, and this was one. Fire!
And she was a Leo too! She was on the phone.
She was.
So, overall, that meeting was positive. I'm not sure how... Are you doing this as a producer?
Oh, I'm sorry.
She was on point with the questions, honey.
Yes, she was. Lord mercy. We have to get the producer side eye. I'm sorry.
Yes, sir.
Sorry. I ain't picking up yet. That's the problem.
Oh, that's even worse.
Anyway, so moving on. Who was it? Divine went out with Brett.
I like them together too. I really did.
But now I thought it went very well. Okay. So we're gonna move on. All right. So now the ladies are back at the Wine House. They're meeting with Tommy. Tommy, again, I have to commend you for doing a very good job on this show. You know, nephew Tommy. You are doing very well. That's all I can say about that. Continue on with the show, and I wish you much success. So, all right. So Reba was the only one that didn't get to go meet any of the exes. Did you notice that?
I did notice that, but something also interesting was the show, and that was that Tanji and Reba know each other. They're not friends. Yeah.
And they're both after the same name.
Yes.
Wow. Anyway, Alexis didn't like the Divine went out with Brent because Divine had a very good time when they were out. So Alexis tried to pull a little bullshit. Girl, stop.
I really wasn't liking this from Alexis because to me it seemed like you want your cake and eat it too all the way around.
She wanted all the men to like her.
Yes, and when you went out with Britt, you said that there was no connection and nothing there. And then when you found out that Divine went out with them, then it's that's what you said. But now that somebody else is like kind of taking them, then it's like like.
So anyway, at the end of the show, and I'm gonna say this about Carrie. Before we go to the end of the show. This was the first time, the first show that I watched with him on there that I wasn't kind of like, ugh, with him. He was more calm and relaxed. I don't know what it was. He didn't come off as arrogant to me on this show. I don't know how you felt about that. I didn't like the kiss part. No, I definitely didn't. But he was more, to me, a little bit more relatable. Okay. So it was down to Carrie and Brent. No. Was it Brent? No. Mario.
Oh, Mario. Okay.
Because they thought that Mario was probably trying to play games or whatever, and the fact that he's controlled. So, excuse me. The final decision was.
Carrie's old ass got kicked off. Yeah.
He not old.
Because
I'm his same age.
I don't think that man is 51. Sorry.
All right, so now we're going to move on to last week's show. I know we took it kind of quick for you all, but we don't have that much time. We just need to do quick recaps on this show. So, this week on the show, they are going on a retreat.
Yes, a retreat.
All of them. It was Mario,
nice
London,
log cabin.
Brent, and Darren, Ashima, Tandy, Alexis, and Reba. That cabin is all that.
It is. It was more like a cabin mansion.
It is beautiful. And it's in some mountains out of Atlanta or something. I don't even know where. But anyway.
Honey, the sparks was flying on this trip.
Woo! Wait. First of all, who comes to the mountains in a sundress? Did you see Reba?
I did. I was like, girl.
Oh, I gotta say something. Reba, girl, that wig that you had on in one of your commentaries that was short. Oh, girl, that was short. I want that wig. It looked really nice on you. It made you look young and everything. I loved it. Did you like that wig?
Well, this is what I like about Reba. I always like that her makeup is so nicely done. I don't know if she does that or if somebody else has done that, but it's always to the T. But to me, she just always looked like she frowning or like something's saying.
She bougie.
Something stinking.
She's bougie.
Is that what it is?
She's bougie. I'm gonna tell you why.
Girl, smile sometimes.
Get a man. Anyway, so London was jealous because Brent was all over Alexis. Where the hell did that come from?
It just came up out of nowhere.
I'm not.
But listen, he actually went to Divine and said, at least he was honest with it. Like, this the one I'm gonna stick with Alexis. I'm gonna carry it and follow this out. I'm digging her. He was honest, and Divine said that she respected it.
It made me like you more, Brent.
Because he didn't straddle the fence, and I don't
Not
think.
at all.
I think that with London, the reason why you're having so many problems is because that's what you're doing.
He is definitely straddling the fence. Darren with Ashima next. Bro, he's straddling. He's straddling. You trying to act like you're not straddling, but you are definitely straddling. First of all, don't base your life on what your dad did to your mom. And don't try to say that my dad cheated on my mom. He was never honest with her. So I'm going to make sure I'm always honest with women.
That was a crock.
But you're
BS,
not.
And you're not. No.
You're not honest.
That was a crock. I think that after Ashima didn't like the dogs, I think he wanted to explore a little something else with Tandy, and that's what he did. Just be real about it.
Exactly. This is a show where you are supposed to find someone who is your soulmate. You have to let Ashima know that you needed to explore that possibility, because that is one thing right there with the dogs that you are not giving up.
Yeah.
So be real, be honest, and if you know, you might care about a Shima, but it's something there that is not for you, sir.
Yes, yes, and for her too, because she doesn't like dogs, and I mean,
and she doesn't trust him.
no.
And I learned, I was watching it. Should trust be earned, or should you give it automatically? Because she's like, I'm not. You have to earn my trust, and he's like, I'll trust you until you do something wrong to me. So that's a question. Should it be earned, or should you automatically give it?
Well, I think that when you're going into relationships, you shouldn't be on a defensive because of things that happened in the past. Like, oh no, you have to earn my trust. If the person has not given you any reason not to trust them, then I think that you should give them your trust. Now, if you start seeing things and your spidey senses are tingling, okay, then you got
to listen.
Yeah, it's a
and
different
you have
thing.
to be a little bit vulnerable.
You do.
I think
in a relationship,
men and women, you have to be a little bit vulnerable when you start a relationship.
I think so too.
So Devon, Tandy, and Reva had a conversation. That was some funny stuff. It was. Okay, so do you have associates and friends, or do you just have friends? Because Tandy thought they was friends. Reva said you are an associate.
Here's my thing. What I would say to Reva, because you're going to run a lot of girlfriends away with the statement and the way that you acted.
Potential friends.
Yeah,
real friends. Because I think Tandy would have been a real friend.
I think that Tandy thought that you and her were friends. You're saying, oh no, we don't talk on the phone every day. Well, there's a lot of my friends I don't talk to on the phone every day. We don't. No, not every day. No. So I think that from the man coming into play, then it was like a situational friendship. Like, okay, well, we're not really friends, we're associates. So you sounded really bitter to me.
Yeah, and I think that the image of Tandy makes you not want to be her friend. Because she said that Divine is her friend. Divine is more of an image that is like Reva.
Mm-hmm. You're right, know, like made up to the T.
Made up, all that. Yeah. Tandy is more like, what is it? A free flower with the nice big afro at times, or maybe she'll pull it back at times. And she's just her. Girl, continue being you.
Yeah, continue being you.
Anyway, so I don't think that Reva was really built for this show. Not at all.
But I think it's really like kind of foul that you could turn on your friend like that and say, oh, well, you weren't never really friends because of the fact that Mario, a man, is in the mix.
Yes.
Like, so.
All right. So then Brent and Alexis, we already talked about. He really now likes her. Apparently they are connecting on another level. Brent, y'all are only connected because Devon liked you.
That was it. That's the only reason why Alexis is coming after you. And I think it's a shame because I think that you really did mess up a good thing. And to me, Alexis is only using you to get back in London.
Yeah. London is straddling the fence really badly, and he's doing a piss poor job, and you might be going home this week, London.
Yeah, I think so too. Bye-bye. Not only may you not maybe going home, but also I think that you lost like a good potential relationship with Devon. I think you're going to end up with no one. Just like I think that, unfortunately, I think that the same thing will happen to Brent. Because even if they do stay together, I don't think Alexis wants you like that.
No.
She only wants you because somebody else wanted you.
Exactly. And, okay, so we're coming on the end of the show. I liked how Devon was like, I'm tired of this BS that's going on up in here. Because she's sick of you, London. She's sick of everything about you right now.
Yes.
Because you tell one person one thing, and then you do something else with another person. And you got called out in front of both London and Alexis. And it was awesome.
I loved it too. And I loved the way, honey, Devon put something on your behind. Because she said she's sick of this mess. She's sick of you. She basically said MFers don't know how to just be real.
Yeah.
She laid you out on national TV.
Exactly. So, that's pretty much the end of that show. That night they didn't let anybody go because next week is going to be even more. What you shaking your head at?
These are the wrong
Sorry,
prescription.
Mr. Producer. We don't want to hear about your glasses issue.
Yeah, no.
Just the
we
wrong
don't-
ones. I
we
paid
don't-
$1
we
for these.
We don't even care.
No.
We don't even care.
And I think
Because you've been messing up a little bit, Mr. Producer. Anywho, bringing up all kind of loud stuff and everything while we trying to do our show.
So that's it. Just look forward to next week's show. I know I am, girl. Yeah, we're gonna take a short break before we get into our next topic.
7 minutes. Better keep talking.
Keep talking. Lord have mercy.
Before we get into our next topic,
Which is okay. So as you know, we talked 2 weeks ago about what a real man wants in a woman.
yes, honey.
So, Mr. Gaskins, hi, Mr. Gaskins. So we decided to look up what a real woman looks for in a guy. Unfortunately, we couldn't find what a real woman wants in a guy, but we did find out what is most important qualities that a woman looks for in a man. Guy. And it's funny because everything I looked up, it talks about what qualities, keyword, qualities women look for in men. Mr. Gaskins talked about what a woman shouldn't do, which is smoke, drink, wear provocative
But it
clothes.
didn't really address any qualities.
No, he did not. That's not a quality. That's a control.
Yes. It is.
Anyway.
Oh my God, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Oh, I'm pulling up the song.
Oh.
He talked about you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do this. You did not name one quality of a woman.
Not at all.
If it's a quality that she don't drink, is that a
not,
quality?
That's not a quality. That's more of a control factor.
Yeah, like I don't get it. Sir.
Isn't he supposed to be a godly man?
I don't know. But we're not going to talk about him. But we're just trying to understand. So we're going to bring up some qualities, and truthfully, I think these qualities can go both ways on a man and a woman, and I think that it'll be a good thing. Y'all can give us y'all's feedback.
Yes,
because we're on Facebook Live, and you can send a message at any point. Because we have a producer that's finally come upstairs and decided to be a producer.
Hey,
I was downstairs with Mary,
and he can let us know what your questions are, your comments are. So send it to Facebook Live.
You can send it to Facebook Live, or if you're on the radio, you can go to www.worldgenius.com and type in the box any questions. You can always reach us to Suddenly Single, Coco Janelle, and also Sunshine at cocojanelle.sunshine@gmail.com.
Do you remember what it was?
What?
Our email address.
I had to think about it, girl. Think of being in contact for the producer.
Anyway, so are we allowed to go on break?
Thank you.
So we're going to go on break, and we will see you in less than 5 minutes.